Hi guys, so today I will be doing an Am I the A-hole video. I'm gonna look it up. They're gonna be on Reddit, I'm sure. Um, so let me see, here we go. Am I the A-hole? Okay, let's see. Here's a short one. Am I the a-hole for telling my stepdaughter I don't want to watch any effing kids, and that includes hers? Ooh, well, I mean, you shouldn't have to watch the kids, but it was a bit harsh the way you come up about it. Oh, there's more to the story. Okay, let me read it. I only had seen this part, and then I clicked on it, and it's showing it. Then I clicked the comments, but it took me to this thing. I never wanted kids. I was forced to watch my younger siblings, 4 of them, until I left at the age of 16. I greatly disliked babysitting and never had my own children. Never have been comfortable around young kids after that. My husband has 3 children. I met and married him when his kids were in their 20s. I am not a mother figure to them at all. I'm just their dad's wife. Overall, I got along well with the 3 adults. The problem started when my Kelly became pregnant. Everyone was excited for the first baby in the family. I made it clear I didn't want to babysit, and when grandkids were around, my husband was to be the main caretaker. My husband agreed. The first 2 years went great. My husband is an awesome grandpa, and I am fine being the relative that brings toys and other stuff once in a while. Kelly has been pushing hard for me to take up a more traditional grandma role. Her mother-in-law isn't involved. She lives a few states over. Kelly has gotten it in her head that I should be doing babysitting instead of her father. We have talked to her multiple times. My husband is on a work trip and will be back next week. Usually he babysits on Monday, but he informed her that he will be there, so it was canceled. She stopped over and was dropping the kids off. I asked her what she was doing since her dad wasn't there. She told me that I need to step up and babysit. That she doesn't care if her dad isn't there. I am present. I told her no. This went in circles for a bit, and got more heated the longer we went. I told her I didn't want to watch any fixing kids, and that includes yours. She is pissed. My husband is fine with what I did, but his other children are on his ass. So am I the a-hole? Okay. No, but also, okay, you don't like kids. I mean, you're kind of like a grandma to them now. Why? It's in between because you chose to go into like you married the husband, and just a crumb. It's gross. But anyways, you chose to marry the guy. He has a kid. She has a grandkid. I don't know, cause like you chose to marry him. You knew he had a kid coming into it. You shouldn't be forced to babysit. That was wrong on her part. She should not have just assumed you would babysit and that you should, and saying you have to. But I mean, you should do something because you did choose to marry the guy, and you knew he had a daughter and stuff. But I wouldn't necessarily say you're the asshole though. So okay, let me see. Not the a-hole. Oh, however, this is not necessarily about who it is an a-hole or not. So I assume you would prefer to continue having good relations with her in the future. Somebody asked, this is the same person asked, have you just described why you don't want to do it? And they said, yes, it was explained. Kelly wants them because of anyone, even people who don't want them. She doesn't care. That's what somebody else replied. This Kelly person should not be just dropping the kids off at the house. I think she should try to do some kind of bond with them, because I mean, she chose to marry the guy that has a kid, and she doesn't want a kid. Obviously that kid's gonna have a kid. You can't just hate on the kid just because you don't like kids. You can't just not have a relationship with them just because you didn't want kids. That's not fair to that kid, because what if they want a relationship with you? But also I get it, but also it's not really fair either. Let's see. Am I the a-hole for wanting my husband to hold my hand during birth? Heck no, you are not. Let's read the story. Okay. I, 35 female, am 7 months pregnant. I am married to a man. Oh, this was actually only posted 4 hours ago. Hopefully you see this in time. I am married to a family. You probably won't. I'm sorry. I am married to a family doctor, 35 male, and we've been together for 10 years. Throw away Reddit because my sister-in-law follows me on Reddit and reports everything to my husband. I'm reaching out to all of you to ask your advice on a fight my husband and I are having on our birth plan. My husband really wants to deliver the baby, which I kind of understand. It's not uncommon for doctors to deliver their own kid. There is still an OBGYN. They're monitoring everything. And the father steps in at last minute as mom is crowning to just catch the baby. My husband has, I guess, always dreamed of being the one to pull the baby out. Well, I pictured it very differently. I thought he would be by my head, holding my hand and helping me through. He says he will do that, but the easiest part is at the very end, where I won't need him anyway. He said if I really want someone there, his mom could step in. I've been on my own since I was a kid, living in my car, so I don't have anyone I'd want there in the room except him. I don't really even want his mom in there. She's great, but he's my person. I know it would be cool for him to deliver our baby, but I really feel like I need him there. I personally didn't want our doctors to know he was a doctor because as soon as any of my doctors or even our vet finds out he's a doctor, they exclusively talk to him. And I can't ask questions to anyone but my husband at home. But he's already told everyone he'll be delivering his first baby. I guess I don't want this because I want him to be there as a father and a husband and a father, and not a doctor. I see him as a doctor 95% of the time, and I want to experience this with my husband and not my husband, the doctor. I wanted him to be there for me as this is my first birth, and I am terrified. He just keeps telling me I'll be fine. He pulled in friends, family who don't understand my POV. They said it is his first child too, and just let him have this start since I had the honor of being pregnant. I really just wanted him to hold my hand all the way through it and be able to share this experience as parents and people instead of medical professional. I was hoping we could see the baby at the time and just be equals in this. Am I being selfish for wanting it to be this way? You are absolutely not selfish. I get his POV, I get it, but I get you. You see him as a doctor most of the time. You should be able to enjoy husband part of him holding your hand as you're giving birth. And there's the OBGYN that could do it, and there's other doctors that could do it. And what got me was that that he pulled in family and friends to be a part of it, which they didn't need to be, and the fact that and just let him have it since you had the honor of being pregnant. The honor, it's beautiful being pregnant, but you also have to go through all that pain and stuff. They have no right to say anything about it, especially since they're obviously going to be on his side because it's like his family, so that's against you right there, which is very messed up. I hope the friends of yours were on your side, but I'm gonna guess not. But I think personally, he should hold your hand, and there are other doctors that could deliver the baby, and I get his point of view, but still. Let's see. Not the a-hole. Your husband may be a doctor, but he's not your doctor. His role in the delivery room is to support you. 100% agree. While you give birth, you are the patient, which means that you and only you are in control of what happens who is allowed in the delivery room. You don't want his mother there, which is completely understandable. It is. Childbirth is a medical procedure, and while it may be cool for him to deliver a baby, the goal here isn't to make a cool experience for him. Your husband's only seeing this from his point of view and is completely downplaying how physically and mentally challenging childbirth is. You need to make sure he understands exactly how you feel about everything you posted. Have you told him? 5,000 upvotes for that comment, and I'm upvoting. Oh, no, I can't. I have to sign in. But I'd upvote that comment if I can. I 100% agree. You are not the a-hole. Your husband, however, seems a little bit a-hole. Am I the a-hole for telling my husband entitled wannabe work wife to F off after she told me I was trying to kill my unborn child? Ooh, wow, okay. This was posted 7 hours ago. Ooh, this is a long one. Okay. For content, I think she meant context. It doesn't matter. I, 30 female, and my husband, 30 male, are having a baby. I'm 8.5 months pregnant currently, so I am not working for obvious reasons. But in my job, I earn significantly more than my husband. My husband works at a small company, and I really get on with the most of his coworkers, apart from his work wife, 24 female. I put work wife in quotes as he does not call her this, despite her desperately trying to get this title. Oh, she's not, don't trust her. She's definitely wanting something. She's definitely a homewrecker. Anyways, she has regretted me to him before, her main complaint being when I was working, I work too much and I'm clearly trying to emasculate him. Which he very quickly shut down. Good, as he should. Now I'm pregnant and not working. She's voiced concern to him that I look too thin for a pregnant woman. I am a healthy weight. She's just a larger woman, and I assume, while not trying to be egotistical, that she felt a bit jealous, probably hoping that I would get bigger than her during her pregnancy. That's probably exactly what she wanted. And her other concern being that I'm too old to be pregnant. 30 is not too old to be pregnant. A lot of people, the average age is like 30 to start having kids. I'm pretty sure. A lot of people wait till 30, so what is this bitch? Sorry. Okay, she's done both of these in creepy, subtle ways as to not look like the outright bad guy. Anyway, on the incident, my husband's boss was having a garden party. To which I was invited. During this event, my husband was having a glass of gin and tonic, one of my favorite drinks. He remarked to me that it was particularly good. I took his glass to take a small sip. I couldn't see work wife's beady eyes on me as I handed the glass back. She then came rushing up to us to tell me about the dangers of fetal alcohol syndrome. I explained that I just had a small sip and flew no harm at all. But it wasn't enough for her to just leave it. She continued to go on about how worried she is, to which my husband defended me, repeated that I only took a tiny bit and there was really no harm there. She seemed to be offended by this response and turned to me and said if I want to kill my baby, I should just have an abortion. My husband and they're in earshot were stunned by this. Before I could think about what to do, I instantly told her F off and mind her own business, as you should, queen. Luckily, no one heard and sort of just looked uncomfortable and left shortly afterwards. Following this very mild response in my opinion, and in the opinion of my husband and others I told, she has sent my husband 7 emails calling me and him very name imaginable, tried to call 40 plus times, leaving a variety of insane voicemails. My husband has reported this to HR and she resigned shortly after. Good. Despite this, she won't stop calling and leaving abusive messages. We've tried blocking her, but she just makes no account. Her persistence makes me worried for her mental well-being, and I feel like a bit of an a-hole for pushing this entirely disturbed woman over the edge. Am I the a-hole? No, you are not the a-hole. She is a crazy bitch. And there's a lot of pregnant women that take tiny sips of alcohol while they're pregnant, and they are fine. She was just trying anything to, be a bee. Anyways, it says edit. To clarify, this post is not am I the A for having a sip of water to down gin and tonic. I respect different people having different opinions, but no child has ever gotten FAS, fetal alcohol syndrome, from a sip of not a very strong drink. I probably consume the same amount of alcohol in that sip as I do when I accidentally swallow a bit of mouthwash. Oh yeah, I can't upvote it. Anyways, someone said OP has offered the following explanation of why they think they might be the a-hole. I told a woman who might have serious issues to F off after she's had some sort of breakdown, and my husband reports HR caused her to have to leave her job. I believe I may be the a-hole because of this. You're not. Hold on. Somebody said NT, not the a-hole. Sounds like she wanted to be more than a work wife. She sure did. Unfortunately, you may have to take a restraining order out on her. You did nothing out of line and could have no way of knowing she was about to become so crazy. You have actually shown restraint. Good luck. I was thinking that. While I was reading it, I was thinking restraining order, but I kept reading it and was waiting. I didn't say it, but when I was done reading it, but I was thinking restraining order, 100% restraining order. Okay, I think I might do 1 or 2 more. These are so long, and I don't want the video to be so long, so that's why. Okay. Ooh, let's read this one. 3 hours ago. These ones are actually, the ones I'm reading are just posted today. Am I the a-hole for telling my aunt and family they've lost access to my sister? let's see what happened. It's not as long as the other ones. A few days ago, I, 23 female, was supposed to pick up my little sister, 7 female, whom I have sole custody of, but my aunt, 32 female, overstepped and said she would pick her up and drop her off to me. She took 45 minutes to do so, although I lived 10 minutes away and was only 5 away from pickup. Fast forward to the next day, my little sister informs me that while she was with her aunt, she saw our estranged mother, who is only allowed to be seen during supervised visits with CPS only. I texted my aunt and asked her if it were true. She began telling me there was no need for me to tell you because that is her mom, and she began attacking me verbally. She said she isn't wrong for hiding it. She invalidated how I felt, and she disregarded how crucial it is for me to know these things. The rest of my family also began to text me. My grandma even took her side. I told them they have lost access for not understanding the sacrifices I made for my sister, not understanding that I've committed the rest of my life to this and not respect my wishes. Am I the a-hole? You most certainly are not. You're the one with sole custody. The mother's not supposed to see her, your sister unless she's with CPS, and your aunt went against that. So therefore, you are not the a-hole. In fact, you should go tell them what happened, and they will both get into trouble. Let's see what somebody said. Not the a-hole. Mom has court orders about her visitation. They all just helped her break those and could get in a lot of trouble. The person responded, thanks. So that's exactly what I told them. That I can get in trouble for the wrongdoing, and so they can they. You are not the a-hole. So far, none of these are the a-hole. One's like, the first one was like, in between, but the other ones are not the a-hole. Oh my god, no, I'm already reading this and you are not the a-hole. Like, the caption, not the story yet. Am I the a-hole for refusing to attend my sister's wedding after she secretly dated and got engaged to my ex-fiance? Just knowing that alone, no matter what the situation was, no matter what it was whatsoever, you are not the a-hole. Anyways, alright, Reddit, buckle up because this is a roller coaster. This is gonna be the last one, by the way. I, 28 female, was engaged to my ex-fiance, Mike, I'm gonna guess that's not his actual name, 30 male, for 2 years. We were together for 5 years in total and were supposed to get married last summer. About 3 months before our wedding, I found out that he had been cheating on me with someone else. A-hole. A-hole. Don't freaking cheat. Literally leave the person. Sorry. Anyways, it was devastating, and I called off the wedding immediately, as you should, queen. Mike moved away shortly after we broke up, and I thought that was the end of it. I was heartbroken, but I slowly started to move on with my life. Fast forward to last month. I get a call from my younger sister, Lily, which I'm gonna guess is a fake name. Obviously, it's in quotation, so that's why I'm guessing they're fake names. 25 female, saying she has exciting news and wants me to come over to our parents' house for dinner to share. When I arrived, Lily and my parents were all smiles, and she drops the bombshell. She's engaged to Mike. My head was spinning. I felt like I was going to pass out. Lily and Mike had been secretly dating for the past year, and now they were engaged. My parents had known about it for months, but decided to keep it away from me to protect my feelings. Oh, cut them all off. They actually thought I'd be happy for them. Lily tried to justify it by saying she and Mike fell in love after our breakup. No. There was stuff going on before that. The person she was cheating on you with was probably her. Sorry. And that the relationship was meant to be. She insisted that they didn't start dating until after we were officially over, but I felt betrayed on so many levels, as you should. Cut her out, but F her. I told them that I want nothing to do with their wedding, and stormed out, as you should. Since then, my parents and Lily have been bombarding me with calls and texts, calling me selfish and saying I'm overreacting. She's not selfish, and she's not overreacting. Lily's a bad sister and a bad person, and she can F off, and so can the parents. They claim that true love is rare and I should be supportive of Lily's, where did I get Haley? Of Lily's happiness. And now the wedding is in a few months and the pressure is on. My parents have even threatened to cut me off financially if I don't attend. And there are some toxic a-hole parents. Some friends think I should go to keep the peace and show I'm over it, while others are appalled and say I have every right to be angry and stay away. To add insult to injury, Lily recently asked if I would be her maid of honor, claiming she wants to mend our relationship. This request has left me torn. I don't want to ruin our family dynamic, but I can't shake the hurt and betrayal I feel. You don't have to shake this hurt and betrayal you feel. That is terrible. And you shouldn't have to go. So, am I the a-hole for refusing to attend my sister's wedding after she secretly dated and got engaged to my ex-fiance? Okay, so no, you definitely don't have to go. You have every to stay away, but also you can somehow get back at them. I don't know, like something could be done. Like you go, be her maid of honor, and show that you're living your happiest and best life, and pretend you don't give a flying f. Or you can bring one of his friends. He'd deserve it. Bring one of her ex-boyfriends. She'd 100% deserve it. And it's not toxic or whatever. It's like getting revenge, and they 100% deserve it because they're both bad people. Become friends with one of her exes and one of his best friends, and then go with them and like a date with his friend. Like be friends. Like okay, be dating one of his exes. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Become friends with one of his exes and then date her ex. They would deserve it. Or like act as a date, act as a date to the wedding, because they would 100% deserve it. I mean, it might start stuff because especially they weren't invited, but they deserve it. Okay, anyway, somebody said, and not the home. The timeline here seems somewhat questionable. I was reading that first, that's why I went quiet. Like, I was reading the first couple sentences. You were supposed to get married like 12 months ago, but broke up 15 months ago, and they have magically been together for 12 months. I don't know, maybe. But have you considered the possibility she is the one he cheated with? Definitely. Except, I wasn't even, like, I was thinking she was the one he cheated with, but not because of that timeline there. It's bewildering to me that all the adults in this situation accept all this without question, and are all putting the pressure on you to do the same. That's wild. That's how it's wild is in all caps. It sucks to face the prospect of losing financial support, but you might be better off without a lot of them having much ruin your life. They do not have your best interests at heart. I don't know if this is a new dynamic, if she's always been the golden child or what. Even if I were to stretch my imagination and see this as a genuinely loving and healthy, committed relationship between the two of them, you have not been treated with this respect as the relationship developed. Your sister and parents really let you down, and they are digging themselves further into the hole by demanding you respond a certain way and by threatening and coercing you to comply. Ick. Try to keep your head up. You don't have to go along with their celebrations, and build as much independence as you can so that you aren't too disadvantaged if they further try to control you by withholding financial support. You really don't want to be dependent on them when they've shown they value the peace in their family or your sister's happiness over your happiness. Likely explanation, somebody else said, is Lily is the golden child. She does no wrong in parents' eyes. Parents like Mike consider him family. Mike had second thoughts about marrying OP, which is the original poster, or was just cheating type, and wanted to explore the relationship with Lily. The cheating he confessed to OP was with Lily, and the reason he confessed it was probably because he wanted to end things with OP. Parents are okay with this because Lily is a golden child. They've always liked Meg, and Lily's happiness is more important than OP. It sounds crazy, but when parents have a strong preference for one child, they can really do shit like this. Terrible parents. They are terrible parents. You are not the a-hole. Do what you please. That was probably 8 hours ago, by the way. No, you're not the a-hole. Most of them weren't. Like I said, the only one was the first one was like in between yes and no. But anyways, I enjoy doing that. I'll definitely do a video like this again. But anyways, am I the a-hole? 2.4 thousand people are online right now, apparently. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. Remember to be kind to yourselves and others. And if you have like any of my a-hole stories, comment them down below and I will answer, or go on Reddit. Tell me which one is yours and I will read it and let you know if I think you're the a-hole or not. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna try to get a picture for the thumbnail. I'm just gonna have to use my phone screen and put like "Am I the a-hole?" Maybe I can do it this way, more room. Am I the a-hole? And just, yeah. Sorry, that's stupid. I'll see you guys in the next video.